Namaste everyone and welcome to Yoga for Runners HQ. We're going to go through 10 postures that are great for runners. So these postures in sequence can be done in the morning for a nice deep stretch or could be done after your run. So have your mat handy, and if you have 2 blocks or 1 block or a book, something to replace this, then that would be great. So let's start with Supta Baddha Konasana, reclined butterfly. Bringing the soles of the feet together, heels to touch and towards your groin. Allow the knees to just fall to the sides. If you find that your groin or your inner legs are contracting too much and tensing to try to keep your knees up, you can take the block and place it there for support. Now slowly we're going to start to crawl ourselves back to lay onto our back, pressing our lower spine down, allowing the arms to just drop to the sides, or you can place your hands on your belly, up to you. Take a few moments here to just allow the breath to soften the body. This is a really nice hip opener along with opening the inner legs and allowing the lungs to expand with this big space as you inhale and exhale. Close the eyes and just take a few moments here to settle in. You can stay here for 5 to 10 breaths, up to you. For now, we're going to bring in the knees together. And now bring in the right knee in towards the chest and extend the left leg forward. Do a nice little squeeze as you bring the right knee in. Then reach the right hand to the side. Take the left hand and push that right knee all the way to the left for a twist. This is a supine twist. With this, we release the spine. We also stretch the outside of the right leg. At the same time, we're giving our digestive organs and our abdominals a nice little cleanse. Promoting good blood flow whenever we unwind the twist. Okay, bring the knee back in towards the chest, and then switch sides. So left knee in, right leg extends, and squeeze for a moment. Now take that right knee. Now take the left knee all the way to the right for a nice twist. Gaze upwards or over the left shoulder. And just breathe. Okay. Bring both knees back in towards the chest, and you can rock and roll to the front of the mat. And find your way to a stand. We're going to move into our forward fold, also known as Uttanasana. So inhale to reach the hands all the way up, stretch the body, and then on the exhale, hinge at the hips and fold. Knees can be soft and bent. Hands can be onto the mat or onto a block. Relax the neck, let the entire spine decompress. Allow the back of your legs and your hamstrings to stretch. At the same time, your hips are going to open, the lower back's going to release. This is a beautiful back body stretch. At the same time, we're strengthening our quads, the front of our legs. Okay, you can stay like this, or you can also bend one knee at a time if it feels good. Good. When you're ready, You can press the hands into the mat and then step the right foot back and left foot back to meet me in a downward dog. So in our downward dog, we're pushing the hands away from us, lengthening the arms, wrapping the triceps towards the face so that we get the shoulders away from the ears, bringing the belly button in towards the spine and lifting the hips up. Start with the knees bent today. You can also walk the dog as we bend one leg at a time. So this is a full body strengthening and stretching pose. As we engage the core and as we lift the hips up, we're really allowing the side body to stretch. We're pushing our thighs back and allowing the backs of our legs to also get a deep stretch. Feel what's happening from the back of your ankles all the way to your fingertips. Length. Good. Okay, now from here, we're going to move into our low lunge. So reach the right leg up to the sky. Take a breath in. Then on the exhale, you can bring the right foot in between the palms and lower the left knee down. Stretch the left toes back. Squeeze the thighs in towards one another and reach the hands up. Breathe in. And you can exhale. Stay here as you bend deeper into the front knee. Remember to keep the belly button in and up, softening the front ribs towards the spine and lifting the back ribs up. Option to take your hands down to a block. So this is beautiful for the hip flexor, the left hip flexor especially. You're going to feel a nice stretch there. At the same time, we're engaging the legs and strengthening them, and we're finding length along our upper body as we reach up towards the sky, stretching the side body and our intercostal muscles. So these muscles surround the lungs, so when there's more space there, we have more lung capacity to breathe during our runs. Okay, let's move on to half split. So, straighten the front leg, you can flex the front toes, and then take the hands down towards the mat. Option to take your hands to a block as well. We want to keep a straight spine, and we want to keep taking that right hip back and down. The more you do that, the more you're going to feel a stretch along the calves and the hamstrings, the back of the ankle. We're also going to play with the arch of our foot here as we flex the toes back. Now, you're definitely going to feel something in the IT band and maybe in the TFL as well. Keep engaging that right leg. Keep lengthening the crown of the head forward and then folding a little more. Awesome. Take the hands down towards the mat, then into the front knee, and you can meet me back into a downward dog. Now from here, we're going to take the right knee towards the right wrist, and then swing the foot to the left. Slide the left foot back. We're going to make number 7 with our legs. Pigeon pose. This one deeply opens the right glute when we're bending the right knee. And it opens the hips. And it also allows for the sides of the legs to stretch. Hip flexors also get nice lengthening here, especially in that left leg. If you keep the chest lifted, you get a nice little back bend, opening the chest. Otherwise, you can crawl down to the floor, come onto your elbows, drop the head down, and just relax here for a little bit. All right, moving from our pigeon pose, we're going to press the hands down, tuck the back toes, And then lift yourself back up to a down dog. You can pedal the feet if it feels good. Let's move into our warrior one. Inhale to reach the right leg up. And then on the exhale, take your right foot in between the palms. Take a look at the back leg and turn it to 45 degrees and plant it down so that you have your heel aligned with the front heel. Root the feet down, bend into the front knee, and inhale, reach the hands up. You're going to make sure the hips are square here, and you're going to keep pressing into the back of that left foot. So we're getting a really nice stretch in the left hip flexor, and we're also strengthening the front hip flexors as well. So as the feet are grounding you, see if you can traction them together. When you do that, notice the more intense engagement in the legs. We're building strength. We're also lengthening the side body, lengthening the spine, allowing us to have good postures. We're lifting up, but our legs are striding. So imagine you're making a big leap. Awesome. Now from here, you're going to take the back foot, take it to 90 degrees. Now you're going to straighten the front leg and then stretch your hands to be parallel to your legs. Trikonasana triangle pose. So here our legs are straight and my front heel is in line with my back arch. This one is a beauty for our inner legs and also for our hips and to lengthen the spine. We also find core engagement. So let's get into it. Reaching the hands. Take an inhale as you take the hips back and reach the right hand all the way forward. And then as you exhale, right hand touches your shin, or you can grab a block. And then left hand reaches up. Now notice the length along the shoulders and the spine as you reach the left hand up and the crown of the head reaches forward. Imagine you're pressing your shoulders against the wall. Awesome. Legs are engaged. They are apart, but at the same time, you're going to traction them together, so suck them together. Externally rotate the hips. This is an external hip opener. All right, so really working the adductors here. Great. Now from here, you're going to lift your hands back up. Then you're going to parallel the feet to one another. So parallel the feet to one another, toes in, heels out. You're going to reach the hands to the sides and make sure that your ankles are in line with your wrists. Moving into Prasarita Padottanasana A, standing wide-legged fold. So you can inhale, reach the hands up towards the sky. And on the exhale, push the bum back, reach the hands down towards the floor, press the palms onto the mat under the shoulders, or grab the block and you can press the hands onto the block. Relax the neck, let the spine decompress as your legs engage. You're going to stretch out the sides of your ankles as you press your feet into the mat. Notice the stretch along the outside of the legs and also on the inside of the legs. To feel that, you can suck the legs together, magnetize them together, and engage the inner thighs. You'll notice you also feel an opening in the back of the body, so in the hips, maybe in the sacrum, maybe as you allow the head to drop a little lower, you feel your spine decompress. Stay here. Now press your hands into the mat. Inhale, look forward, and exhale, hands to the hips. Very good. Now you can turn your hands and bring them down back to the front of the mat and meet me back in a downward dog. Now we move on to the other side. So inhale, lift the left leg up. And then exhale, bring the left foot in between the palms, lower the right knee down. Inhale, reach the hands up for a low lunge. We're gonna go a little bit faster for this one. Remember, you can stay to 3, 5, or 10 breaths. Now from here, straighten the front leg, flex the front toes, bring the hands down towards the floor for half split and fold. Beautiful. Bend to the front knee, place the hands onto the floor, and let's meet in a downward dog for just one breath. Okay, now take the left knee towards the left wrist and then swing the right foot to the right. Stretch the right leg back, pigeon pose on the left knee. Again, you can stay prompted with your chest lifted, pressing your hips down, opening the heart, or you can crawl down to the forearms and stay here for as long as you need. Feel the extension of that right hip as you reach the foot all the way back. Notice the opening. Maybe if you have tight glutes, you're going to feel a really deep opening here. This is a really good one for after a run or any time. Okay, get ready for warrior one. Press the hands into the mat. Lift the left leg up to meet the right, and then you're going to be in your down dog. Now, warrior one. Left leg up, breathe in. Exhale, left foot in between the palms. Turn the back foot to 45 degrees and lift the hands up towards the sky. So in yoga, when we lift or when we expand, we inhale. When we fold or when we twist, we exhale. Remember to square the hips. Keep lengthening the arms upwards as you sink down. Very good. Now from here, turn the back foot to 90 degrees. Align your heel to your back arch. Reach the hands across the legs, straighten the front leg. Setting up for Trikonasana, triangle pose. Pushing the hips back, noticing the feeling in that inner left groin. It's a nice stretch. Reach the left hand forward and then down to your shin. And exhale, reach the right hand up. One straight line from your right fingertips to your left fingertips. Spine is also long. Spin your inner thighs out for your external rotation and sit the shoulders against an imaginary wall. Good. Now, come back up. Bring the hands up. Parallel the feet. And again, you can go into your standing wide-legged folds. Inhale, reach the hands up. And then exhale, fold. So there are different variations for this position. You can have your hands like this, or you can take your hands behind you to interlace, press the palms together, open the chest, and then drop the chest down, let the arms go over the head. This is a great one to open the shoulders. And when you're ready, you can release the hands down. Inhale, look forward, straighten your spine. Exhale, hands to hips. Come all the way up. Very good. When you're ready, turn back to the front of the mat. You can come to a down dog and then for a child's pose to close the practice. Knees together, hips onto the heels, and relax the chest and forehead down to the mat. Allow your shoulder blades to just expand to either side. Let them just melt down, let the body relax and cool here for a little while. And when you're ready, you can come back up. And there's your little mini practice. I hope you enjoyed those 10 postures.